Seneca, you smash down the door and it splinters into a million fragments of wood.
Sheena's gonna summon a weapon.
Finley jumps to their feet.
Luke screams.
I am honored bound to protect, this, blue-haired, Luke, I'm honored bound to protect Luke. Yes, it is my mission, and I must fulfill it faithfully until the end of time, and whence I shall be with my father in the divine realm.
What are you on?
I'm gonna be honest, I think I might feel better if you all moved on. It looks like it's just about morning. I don't have a door now, so that's neat.
Luke just kind of takes a moment, he look over and he goes, Adam took pieces of our hair.
What?
There's already enough clones of me in this world.
Also, and Luke lowers his voice, he's making his wife?
Goodness. Okay. All right. Intrepid adventurers. What is your team name, by the way? Goodness.
I don't think we've ever come up
Well, we're
with
not the Golden Trio anymore because now we have a fourth.
The Golden Trio and also Seneca.
It's fair.
It's not.
Dysfunctional.
The dysfunctional family.
No, just dysfunctional.
Dysfunctional. Alright, dysfunctional. What would you like to do with your team?
We need to find the truck.
I want my bike back.
I want to stand right next to Luke.
Dude, Luke pushes him a bit to the side. Personal space.
Sheena just starts walking back in the direction that the truck was.
Okay. You start walking down towards the forest.
She just, sighs exasperated and just walks. Turns on her heel and just walks into the forest.
As you do, it's still, it's about sunrise, I would say. You see a few people are actually outside. Some are going for jogs. Some are doing their jogs on 2 legs. Some are doing their jogs on all 4s.
Luke just waves, like saying morning and stuff like that. He's not, the friendliest person, but he's, saying, hi.
You see, a woman who is just, outside, and they have, those kid leashes that go, a leash that attaches to, a strap that goes around your chest or a backpack.
Yeah.
You see a woman who has that, and the leash just going into a bush where you hear, the sounds of a dog shaking something. And she just smiles tiredly and waves. And then you see, a small baby, girl crawl out of the bush.
Luke covers his mouth trying to hide his shock. He's like,
Alright. You leave the lodges and you start heading down into the forest. Okay, this is a roll.
And I assume that's me because I'm leading.
Yes, since you are leading. One moment, let me find it.
Finley has swapped their gun for their knife.
Okay. Searching the woods. When you search the woods, roll plus sharp on a 10 plus. Okay. And anyone who wants to aid, you can roll to. Yeah, okay.
Absolutely.
What does aiding do?
He can give you a +1 if they roll well enough.
I rolled a 12.
Okay, you have a +1, Sheena.
is it adding anything to it, or?
It's plus cool. A thing you are no longer good at.
Yeah, I got an 8 then.
Okay, so Sheena, take another +1. And Seneca, would you like to help?
You want to aid? Please?
I'm sorry, what are we helping?
Helping Sheena look for their vehicles and weapons, which they abandon in the woods, much like they do everything.
I don't
I
know.
was abandoned in the woods.
Yeah, fair warning, you are a boy, and you might be abandoned in the woods.
It has happened twice now.
I'm really
Many
confident that he wouldn't know what a gun or a truck looks like, so...
Or a motorcycle.
What's a motorcycle?
Oh
Yeah.
Seneca, I want you to roll help out, but just to see if you make it worse. I just want to see if you worsen the situation.
Okay, that's plus
Cool.
Sharp. Wait, oh, cool.
Plus cool.
That's a 13.
Oh.
Holy crap!
Yeah.
Okay, we did it, guys. We made it a 7.
Nice.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so you make it all the way to mixed success. On a 7 to 9, choose one of the bad things from below. Something is following, you are lost, and your map, phone, GPS don't seem to be working, or you stumble across something abominable.
How about not that one? And
We don't need our phones.
yeah, I was
Who
about to
needs
say
phones?
phone, GPS, and
If you
etc.
pick the one where you are lost, I promise you I will not let you arrive at your stuff. You will
I
be
want
lost.
a bike! I want my bike! Why
Yeah,
don't
we
we
want
just
our
have
stuff.
something following us?
That sounds reasonable. Considering we did leave them.
Well, like we don't need our phone and GPS and stuff. We're not using those to
Yes,
get
but
there.
we won't find the truck
It
if we get
specifies
lost.
first that you were lost, and that none of.
Oh, I thought that was separate.
No.
You were lost, and your stuff isn't working.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'd say following.
Yeah, following.
Okay. You find your vehicles.
Luke runs up to his bike and hugs it. He like crouches over and he's like, I'm so
I
sorry.
will specify, Luke, your baseball bat, the one that got wrapped, that when you swung it at one of the monsters, it wrapped around their neck, is not here. And Sheena, your flail abomination, is also not here.
Well,
Yeah.
But the vehicles appear to be untouched.
Finley goes up and opens the back of their pickup, and they wave to Luke, and they're like, all right, put it in.
Luke pouts while he's holding onto his bike.
You can sit on it in the back.
That's very dangerous.
Well, there's only 3 seats.
Sheena picks them both up and puts them into the back of the truck.
Damn it, Sheena. That's Luke.
Curse you and your spider-like strength.
Luke's still crouched in the back. He's still holding onto that bike.
Okay. So you all load up into the truck?
Yep, Demi Boy,
Is-
go in the back. Wait.
Is there room
No.
for you all in there?
Don't you dare get close to my bike.
Can I see if Seneca knows that he needs to be on top of the truck?
You can roll to investigate a mystery.
Thank you.
Why would you need to be on top of the truck?
In the back with Luke.
Plus sharp, right?
Yes, it is plus your sharp.
Do you have a negative sharp?
That's an 8.
Okay. So you get to ask me one of the following questions.
Okay.
What happened here? What sort of creature is it? What can it do? What can it hurt? Where did it go? What is it going to do? And what is being concealed here?
I'll be honest, these are very, very well put questions.
What kind of creatures?
Okay. Now, you've seen these things before. And your father seems to use something similar to it. You've not quite figured out what they are, but they appear to be like some sort of chariot that operates with invisible horses instead of physical ones.
Okay.
They've added more wheels, which you think is weird because the 3 or 2 worked just fine before.
Right.
But as far as you can tell, you've deduced that these are some weird new chariots built in the fashion of the time.
Okay. So can Seneca, is there like space in the back of the pickup to
No.
like stand over it, leaning over it like a chariot?
Yes.
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 Luke says no. Luke's in the back and goes, don't you dare go near my bike.
Luke,
Nope.
you can't stop him.
Yes, I can.
Yeah.
There is a spot in the front.
He's,
No, there isn't.
he's
It's
gonna
Sheena
move.
and
Yes,
Finley.
there's 3 seats.
It's
Yeah, there's
Sheena-
3
There's
seats in the
2.
front.
There's
No,
2
you
and
said
1
There's
half
2
seat.
and like a half
Yeah.
bit in the middle, yeah.
Yeah.
Also,
3.
The shape of the truck is so convenient for a chariot.
No.
Have you noticed?
It's very chariot-like. Luke, you are in the back, doing your best to keep Seneca away from your bike, and Seneca appears to not be interested in your bike at all. Seneca has taken a strange steering stance at the top of the back, holding onto the roof, and appears to be making whipping motions.
Seneca's just, but where are the reins?
And Seneca, I assume Finley starts driving.
Yeah, Finley does not care.
Okay, Seneca, I would like you to read a bad situation.
Oh, okay. Let me see. Reading a bad situation. Okay. That'd be... Sorry. Is it sharp?
That is also sharp, yes.
Okay.
Does Seneca think he's driving because he's the only one standing?
Yeah. Totally. It's a 2.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Oh no!
As far as you have deduced, you
You are
are
driving.
driving the strange chariot, and all is well with the world. You do a quick scan to make sure there is no monsters following you in your new ward, and you're like, nope, all is well. This is the
good.
most safe anyone has ever been.
I am a very good driver.
Finley's gonna drive back to town.
Mark experience for the fail.
Thanks.
Oh, also I leveled up too.
Y'all are gonna level up before me. Again.
Okay, let me look at your sheet. Are you smart?
Are you asking a player or a monster?
No, I'm talking to the monster, my
Oh,
sweet,
no.
sweet angel. What are you able to... Oh, no, yeah, no, you're different now, aren't you?
Oh no.
Oh no. Is
You
it
have this-
eyes?
Let me look at that other thing, because you are now different than how you normally should be. You have these
Oh no,
bonuses.
eyes.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Okay. All right. You arrive at town.
Screams. We're all gonna die.
Most likely.
You are in Eden's Grove, and it's great.
Luke, once we drop by the Red Wine Lounge.
Oh, absolutely. We're all going to the Red Wine Lounge. That's where Finley works.
That's where
Kind
Luke
of.
lives.
Okay. Seneca.
Mhm.
After a bit, the strange chariot starts to ignore your directions.
Oh no.
And you see, you entered the town that you recently found yourself in after some series of mishaps. And you are in the town, and the streets are filled with these strange metal chariots. You see some people walking. Every once in a while, someone will look over at the truck and stare at you. And some people will honk their horns and, like, shout something. You don't quite hear what it is. You assume they are cheering accolades for you. They must know of your stature. They surely
Of
must
course.
know of your father and how important you are, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
You feel a little bit embarrassed that you cannot control your chariot, but after a bit, it comes to a stop in some strange open-air stable,
Mm.
and everyone climbs out of it.
Okay.
You're in front of a building. Oh no, Seneca, can you read English?
Oh. I've never thought of that before.
Roll to see if you can read English.
Roll to see if you can read English.
Is that plus sharp?
Yes.
Oh dear. That's a 4.
You look at this rustic building in front of you that you've seen people inside a few times every once in a while. You've never gone inside because what would be the point?
Right.
And it has some sort of sign above, but the sign isn't in Greek.
Mm.
Luke kind of is still by his bike and goes, Sheena, I need you to get this down.
Okay. Sheena pulls it out.
Thank you.
Anyways, Seneca, welcome to the Red Wine Lounge. This is where I work, and this is where Luke lives, in case you wanted to know.
Oh, thank you very much.
Nay, why would you tell him that?
I will be posted here every night.
I'm gonna ask Carmilla if she can keep him out.
Okay, you all go inside. It's a relatively busy day. It's not too busy, but the Red Wine Lounge is certainly filled. And you see Carmilla. She is behind the bar, and she is talking to someone. Today she is dressed in a sundress with a deep V. And she has pulled her hair back into a ponytail. She has like a flower clip in her hair.
Oh yeah, I have a question for Justin.
Yeah.
Does Seneca have any reaction to it being called Red Wine Lounge when your father is Dionysius?
Huh.
It
I
must
mean-
be a sign, Seneca.
Yeah, I mean, this is a friendly place.
Yeah. You now realize how foolish you were to think that this the symbol of your father's influence was not important. If only you knew how to read.
The beautiful tapestries on the wall excite the eye, but are not really of use to me.
Luke just looks at Carmilla, and he's just like, she's so pretty. And he's just like doing the like hands folded together face. He's like, she's so pretty.
Hi, Carmilla. We made a friend.
More like he followed us and we had no choice. But yeah, a friend.
Hi, Carmilla. We got a pet.
Hi, I'm Seneca. What? Who said what?
She looks over at you, and for a moment she looks genuinely happy, and then she sees Seneca, and just 18 different emotions cross her face at once. She goes through all 5 stages of grief. There's confusion, anger, bargaining. It's all there. And finally she comes to acceptance.
Luke glares at Seneca because he made her upset, and Luke is trying to casually flirt with her.
Carmilla, are you okay?
No, yeah, she's smiling now. She comes over just like her face just... For a moment there was like a pall. And then after like you see the loading sign over her head go away.
It's like she had
comes
half
over.
a stroke.
She's like, hello, Luke. I was worried about you when you didn't come home last night.
Oh, yeah, a lot of things happened, but I'm good now. I need to... Yeah.
I mean, you could have called. Could have texted.
My phone wasn't working. Sorry about that.
Also, he was kind of passed out on a couch.
Yeah. Most of us were almost dead, so... But we're fine now. Thanks for asking, Carmilla. I'm gonna go serve up some drinks.
She smiles at you and is like, I'm sorry, Finley. I haven't met your new friend. Loving the wardrobe.
It kind of looks like you have, considering the way you looked at him.
I mean, that's just a reaction in general.
Yeah, because when you see a stranger, you get the look of appall and terror and anger all across your face.
Are there even 18 emotions?
Maybe there aren't for normal people, but Carmilla has 18 emotions.
Does Seneca remember her?
I would like you to roll to investigate a mystery.
Okay. Boop-a-doop-a-doop.
Oh wait, or maybe this is read a bad situation. It can be whichever one you want. They're both sharp, but they have you ask different questions.
Okay. So, let's do mystery, and, it's a 4.
Oh no!
Okay.
Have you leveled up yet?
I don't know, when do I do level ups?
It's about
After
time.
5 failures.
Have you not been adding your experience?
I've been taking that down, I'm at 4.
3, 4. You're
Okay.
1 away from level up.
You get more experience than Luke does in like 5 episodes.
Okay.
Yeah, you've really set a record for fails in a row.
And, Seneca, you have met her before.
Mm.
You know who this woman is. For as long as you can remember, you've been, when you've been in town, you've been part of the hunters community, albeit at a arm's length. You hunt monsters, but you haven't really, teamed up with anyone, but in situations where a monster is too big and violent, or is causing too much trouble, this woman would heroically gather hunters together into teams, and you'd sometimes be there listening to her, and sometimes be on those teams to go deal with these other scary monsters that she'd send you all out to kill that threatened the town's peace. And also, just due to the fact that she runs a bar and you are a child of Dionysius, you trust her implicitly. You know this woman so well, and she's so pretty and nice, and very heroic and brave.
You got the pretty and nice down.
Oh, man.
Seneca's just got this really excited puppy face on.
Yep, just...
Luke
it's a goofy
is
grin from before.
Luke is sending literal, like, daggers his way.
Luke has a rival.
Luke is jealous. Luke is genuinely jealous right now.
Seneca's taking your spot.
Finley is going to wave Carmilla over.
She extends a hand, and she's like, she's very friendly. She extends a hand and goes, "I'm Carmilla. I don't know you per se, but I'm starting to think you look a little bit familiar. Perhaps I've seen you around town."
Oh, yes. I'm Seneca. I feel like I may have seen you around town, too.
She chuckles, and it's like this very musical laugh, and she's like, "Oh, I'm sure you've seen me around."
Sheena sidles up to Luke and just nudges him in the elbow. Just, hey, it looks like someone's moving in. What you gonna do about that?
Luke flips Sheena off first and foremost.
First of all, how dare you?
He's seething.
Sheena just cackles and leaves.
And Luke just goes, so Carmilla, I was wondering if you would figure out a way to keep him from entering our, apartment.
Oh, why would I do that?
'Cause I don't want him following me around.
Oh, come on. He's just a friend. I'm sure we just need to all sit down and get to know each other better.
No.
Obviously, he's not coming upstairs unless
that's what he was saying.
But he's absolutely welcome inside of the bar. Everyone is welcome inside of the bar. It's important that everyone is gathered under the same roof.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Luke's just saying, I'm saying he will follow us upstairs. That's what I'm saying. Keep him. Do you have a way to keep him away?
Luke, I didn't think you were the territorial type.
Luke turns a bright red. I don't want him following me.
Sheena whistles.
Luke, from behind his back, flips her off again.
Finley slides Luke a shot.
One moment while I make a roll to decide what kind of person Carmilla is in this instance. She raises her hand for a high five.
Finley will absolutely fulfill the high five.
Is she raising her hand to a high five to Sheena?
Just like after the thing and after Luke turns bright red, I was like, is she the kind of person that would gloat and revel in this? And I rolled a dice to decide, and yes, she is.
Luke just goes, I also just don't want him staring over my bed when I wake up.
You know, I think Sheena and Carmilla are going to bond over this.
Over Luke getting jealous.
Yep.
Luke downs the shot that Finley gave him.
Oh yeah, Finley turns to Seneca. Seneca, you want anything to drink?
Oh, I would love something to drink. What if you have?
Well, Finley kind of gestures to the whole line of bottles that are behind her.
Carmilla goes back to drinking her Bloody Mary.
Literally just ask for anything. I'm sure Carmilla has it.
Well, where I come from, we like to consume alcoholic beverages. Would you have one of those?
Luke just goes, can I have another shot? You know what? No, give me a damn bottle.
Alright. Finley slides Luke a bottle.
I would like a red wine. Doesn't matter what kind.
Absolutely. Light or heavy on the alcohol?
Let's do heavy. Why not?
Alright. So not a sangria. Yeah, I don't know anything about alcohol. Finley grabs a one.
Yeah, you're right on sangria, though. That's real light.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
like grape juice.
Basically.
Finley goes and sits across, like, on the inside of the bar.
Okay.
With, up to Carmilla and asks her, like, kind of leans in and goes, do you happen to know anything about Puck?
You know what? Yeah, I do. He, or they, or she, depending on who you ask, is an archfey. Mostly hangs out in the fairy realm, though has been known to pop up here or there.
How can I get to the fairy realm and or get Puck to show up here?
Oh, I wouldn't know that, but maybe if you go around the bar, there's a lot of hunters here. Maybe someone will have information. And if you would like, you can roll Investigate a Mystery to see if you can locate someone who knows the way to the fairy realm.
Sounds good. Give me a high roll. Why?
You can always use luck.
I don't want to use luck.
Okay, what did you get?
I got a 5.
Okay.
Mark experience.
Yeah.
You go around the bar, and you ask everyone, and no one really knows until you come up to Gray.
Hi, Gray.
And Gray is like, I don't know how to get to the fairy realm, but I know someone who does.
Oh?
Rana Doyle has been there.
No, you know what? I'll take that.
Yeah, the result of that failure is that no one knows how to get there in the Hunters community, except for Brana Doyle, who is currently very mad at you guys.
Yeah, I definitely feel like me and Brana got off on the wrong foot. I've been meaning to go back and, just kind of make it up to them. Like, we're both chill, we both want to protect our friends. Totally understandable.
Do you need any backup or something?
Maybe not you.
Behold, Seneca, a fighty boy.
Sheena also, pats her new sword that's under her skirt.
Sheena, you're pretty good at making rivals with people, so nah.
I was the one that specifically pissed Brana off. Luke says, just holding on to the bottle, I don't want to go.
Yeah.
And I shall stay with him.
We know you will.
Luke takes another drink of the bottle.
Do you ever want to talk about your emotions, Tian? No, I do. I know, David. I'm sad. I know, David.
Well, Carmilla, you know Brana. What would you suggest?
Throwing them in a hole and then locking it and then throwing away the key into a different hole. I hate Brana. You know this. They're the worst. We've literally had to divide up territory in town.
Oh, where's that line?
And she slowly lays down on the bar and groans and then slowly walks while dragging herself across the bar, just knocking over people's drinks, just doesn't care. Goes over to a cabinet, opens it, pulls out a map, slaps it down. The map is not, the city is not divided in half. It appears they divided it into sections, and certain sections belong to Carmilla as on the map, and certain sections are Brana's, and they are not all connected or jointed, but it appears a lot of Brana's cover roads.
Understandable.
And areas near parks, whereas Carmilla's is focused near gatherings of people and downtown, like where a lot of people would be.
That's completely understandable for their personalities. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna do something.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna do something I haven't done, which is to have Finley go off on their own to find Brana.
Interesting.
And you guys can do whatever you guys want.
Sheena is also staying with Luke because she does not trust Seneca.
I would like you to investigate a mystery, but you have +1 to this due to the map, so since you kind of know where Brana Doyle hangs out.
All right. I got an 8.
Okay, you get one hold and you get to ask one question. What happened here? What sort of creature is it? What can it do? What can it hurt? Where did it go? What is it going to do? And what is being concealed here?
I suppose, where did it go?
Okay, so it doesn't take you very long to track down Brana. They are at a park. You see, they are, sitting on a leaning against a motorcycle. They have a smoothie in one hand. They have their glasses up, and they are surveying the town and taking a drink. When they see you come up, their eyes kind of narrow.
Finley comes up and kind of Are they near a tree or anything else?
They're like in a parking lot.
Finley's gonna lean against the nearest car.
Okay.
Finley kind of leans casually as well, and just kind of goes, "So, hey, Brana, I feel like we kind of got off to the wrong foot.
We got off on 8 wrong feet.
Yeah, I know. But, like, lots of things have been happening lately, and it's kind of got me thinking, like, there's a lot of hunters in this town, and maybe it's not the best idea for me to be on the wrong foot of any of them. As well as, I'm sorry for kind of ticking you off and not listening to you, and all that.
I think this would be a manipulate someone?
Is it, though?
I think so. When it says manipulate someone, it is it's just the basic charisma roll. It's like the most obvious.
At least Finley has charm.
This is true. So, yeah, you can just ask and talk. Yeah. So, tell them what you want them to do, and I think that's forgive you and work together and roll plus charm.
There's no one to help me with this. I got a 6.
No, you went off on your own.
Oh no!
Brana stays mad. Yeah, Brana goes, Finley, you're absolutely right. It does you no good to be on any of the hunters' bad sides. There's a lot of dangerous people in this town, and there's a lot of dangerous things in this town. This town is dangerous, but I can assure you there is not a lot worse than me. And you and Luke have made yourselves clear. I went out of my way to help you, and you rejected that offer. You cornered me, and you rejected my help. I don't expect that we will stay enemies forever. I hardly see that continuing with the kinds of lives we lead. However, I can find it pretty apparent that you need something.
Yeah, I need your help.
I'm going to need a little bit more than that.
Like what?
What do you need help with?
I need to figure out how to either get to the fairy realm or to bring something out of the fairy realm here.
Well, I could certainly take you to the fairy realm.
But you're not going to do that, are you?
It's going to cost you.
Yep. What's it going to cost?
I have a certain ownership over these roads. However, as of late, there has been something that has been a sort of pest that has been bothering me. If you kill it, I'll take you and anyone you want to the fairy realm, no questions asked. You'll have to make your way out on your own, but getting out is a lot easier than getting in.
Is it now? I suppose that's not so bad.
It's not going to hell, where if you eat a pomegranate or something, you're stuck there forever. The trick is just knowing where to look. Once you get in, anywhere can get out.
Except that the fairy realm, if you do eat something, you are stuck there.
Sometimes. It's a little bit different, depending on who's in charge, what magic they're using. Right now, they're operating under a very different kind of magic.
Yep. Alright, well, what do you want me to kill?
Have you ever heard of the Beast of Bray Road?
No, but it sounds like someone else has. No, I haven't, but, sure I'll run into it eventually. That's just how things seem to go for me.
It's some kind of wolf or bear. It's this large carnivore, and it roams these streets at night. I don't know how, but it has some sort of power that lets it get around.
I can see how that would be annoying.
Yes, it makes it a very difficult enemy to deal with. A mobile enemy is a dangerous enemy. If you can kill it, or maybe trap it somehow, then, and prove it to me, obviously, then I'll consider the pact sealed.
All right. Sounds like a deal.
Where I'm from, we place a lot of importance on deals. And Brana extends their hand. Do you take it and shake?
Absolutely. Anything that will get me closer to killing Puck. And Finley says this out loud.
You feel a slight sting. You don't... Brana didn't stab you. There's no prick of, like, a ring or something. It's not like, aha, I've got you now! And they throw you into the back of a car. Just as you shake hands, you feel, like, this throb. And you wince a little bit. And, Brana looking at you, they do not smile. They just go, that's a promise.
Yep. Well, it's all worth it for me to stab Puck in the face.
That does get a chuckle out of Brana.
Little friggin' goat face.
His childish face. I can't wait to stab this child.
By the way, are you the kind of person who takes hunting trophies?
Nothing that you can offer me. I am interested in a specific kind of trophy, but they're promised to me, and they'll make their way to me in time. I don't think you have anything you can offer me.
Alright. You know, I was figuring I'd do something with his horns. You know, put up one on a wall or something.
Goodness. Finley's going dark.
Alright, Finley's gonna head back to the team. Should the team do something while I'm gone?
Yeah, meanwhile, back at the Red Wine Lounge.
Finley just has a lot of rage towards Puck, and that's kind of taken away all the rage they generally had towards other people. Now it's just Puck, everyone else is cool.
They have a focus now. Seneca, Sheena, and Luke, what are you doing at the cool bar? Are you hanging out? Are you having fun? Are you playing the Jenga they have in the corner?
Luke is getting drunk because Seneca's still there.
Seneca, what are you doing?
I think Seneca finally figured out how the bottles work and is pouring a glass and drinking it.
His first glass.
They have you shattered the neck of the bottle off. You just finally are like, aha, I figured it out. People just go like, whoa, and cheer. Some other people shattered their bottles.
Yeah.
I wonder if any of them had bets on how long it would take for him to figure it out.
Luke is still drinking straight from the bottle. Not even a glass. He's just...
Sheena's just having fun making jabs at him. She's a little buzzed, but that's it.
No, Luke doesn't have tongue.
Unless you want to talk to anyone, I assume we can just fast forward through this party montage.
I imagine Luke, now heavily drunk, wants to try to talk to someone.
Okay, who do you want to talk to?
Do we need to roll to see if we're gonna have a drunk scene, a drunk montage?
So Seneca looks over across next to him and is like, so the blue part, so that's like a frost demon did that, or?
I dyed my hair. Jesus. Fuck.
Who's Jesus?
Jesus exists in this world.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, wait, you mean like Seneca doesn't know who Jesus is?
Seneca wouldn't know who Jesus
This
is.
is true. Seneca wouldn't.
Mm-hmm.
Luke takes another drink and he goes, I dyed it. It's not that hard to grab. Luke gets up, sways, and then he looks out at the crowd to see if there's anyone he wants to talk to.
Carmilla notices you're swaying and makes a face like, are you okay? And gets up to walk over to you.
He gives a few thumbs up and very slow. He thinks he's doing yeah.
Waving his arms.
Flails a little bit.
Okay, let me list off a few people. So, let's see, who was here? Well, I said Gray is here. Carmilla, obviously. You see the sheriff, Georgina. You see Belle. The werewolf woman. You see Van Helsing over in the corner near the jukebox brooding.
We do not speak of Van Helsing.
We do not speak of Van Helsing in this house. In this house, we love and appreciate not loving and appreciating Van Helsing.
Is that it? Or
You know what? You know who is here?
what?
Agent Dan Smith.
No!
The Danimal.
You stay away from him.
Luke wasn't planning on going to him either. That was like a weird interaction. And Luke is drunk out of his mind. I think he's gonna approach Gray.
Okay. You walk over to Gray, who sees that you were drunk and is like, yes!
Oh no.
You know how to party. I appreciate that.
The funny thing is, it's probably morning.
Oh,
Yeah, it's just like around noon now.
yeah, Luke's drunk before noon.
Cuts to both Seneca and Sheena in the distance, just both of them staring at Luke and drinking.
I think, hold on. So, we all know that Luke has a thing for Carmilla.
Yes.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean drunk Luke remembers that.
Oh no.
Is drunk Luke going to hit on Gray?
Yeah, but really badly.
Oh no.
Okay. Okay, shoot your shot, and then I want you to roll manipulate someone, but because you were drunk... Wait, no. Because you were drunk, I would tell you to take a -1 to this roll, but because it is Gray specifically, you do not have that -1, because Gray likes to party.
You get
Good.
a +1.
Also, I'd say because it's Luke, and Luke's awkwardness would normally get in the way,
That's
it
true.
should be if he's sober, have a -1 to flirting.
I'm not going to give any bonuses to getting drunk, because
That's
drinking
bad.
is bad, kids at home. Don't do drugs. Brush your teeth. Stay in school.
Okay, so Luke's gonna grab his shirt.
Are you going to strip?
No,
Just kiss Gray out of nowhere?
no, he's grabbing his own shirt. He, like, bring back, and he's gonna go... I'm sorry, I'm laughing too much.
Yeah,
'Cause he's
flirting
drunk.
on podcast is hard, isn't it?
No, I'm laughing because this is a terrible, terrible pickup line.
All of Jamie's characters are rolling over in their graves simultaneously. All of them. Seneca, you're watching this, and your job is to protect Luke and to
Mhm.
guide Luke.
Mm-hmm.
And you're like, oh no.
Okay.
My mentor senses are tingling. Something horrible is about to happen. Okay, Luke, say your thing.
Okay. You know what this shirt's made out of? Boyfriend
Boyfriend material.
And he snaps his fingers and does finger guns, and now I'm gonna roll manipulate someone plus charm, which I have a good amount of. So that is a 7.
Okay. We get a shot of you and Gray making out in front of the window.
Oh
We get a shot of Seneca. And Seneca, what is your expression?
It's, I mean, I guess it's confusion, just sort of like looking over and just like, don't understand.
We get a shot of Carmilla, who just has hands folded, eyes narrowed.
Is Carmilla jealous now?
We get a shot of Sheena. Sheena, your expression.
no! Sheena is like happy crying. She is so proud of this baby boy. He's growing up so fast. She is also buzzed.
And then we cut back to you two, and you have been sat down at a table, and Gray pats you on the head and goes, "You're cute, but you're clearly not thinking right now. Maybe next time, Slugger," and walks off.
I just imagine Finley walking by as they were making out at the window, and Finley just be like, "What the fuck?"
Finley, you return. You see Luke, who has been sat down and is very tipsy. You see just everyone with different expressions of confusion and neutralness.
Is Carmilla
It's the Red Wine Lounge as normal.
is Carmilla jealous? I am actually
Nah, Carmilla is talking to someone else at this point.
Luke's just kind of like, that was great. He's staring up at the wall.
Sheena just pats him on the shoulder. She's like, I'm so proud of you.
That was so good.
You successfully flirted with someone.
I think Seneca's gonna get up and go right next to her and next to him and like, maybe you should go lie down.
Seneca, what is your domain again?
My domain?
Yeah, this is out of character. What is Seneca the god of again?
Was it rocks? I thought it was rocks.
I thought it was something specific about rocks, but I think just rocks in general is also pretty good.
I have a question for Reese.
Yeah?
Is Luke the kind of person to throw up when he gets too drunk?
I'm gonna base this off of some experiences I have witnessed. He's the type that doesn't really have much of a filter, and after a while he passes out, and then he wakes up,
And then throws up?
and then he throws, like, he'll sleep for
Okay.
a bit, and then he throws up.
Yeah.
It's not right there.
I just wanted to make sure because Sheena would be the person to hold your hair.
His hair's too short for that.
Well, no, even when you have short hair, because, like, I have his length hair and I still need to hold it back when I'm throwing up.
His is curls. Curls hold a different way
That's
than when
true.
your hair just falls down.
Still,
So-
she'd pat his back. Get him to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Do we want to extrapolate time a bit?
Have a montage of him passing out, them catching him, taking him to the bed. Then he, like, gets up and starts barfing. Sheena takes him to the bathroom.
Just montaged through of Luke's night.
He passes out again on the toilet. They take him to the bed again.
Finley, do you want to close on leading a hunt? Do we want to have the last bit of tonight's recording be a fight with the Beast of Bray Road?
I don't know. I feel like
This is a good place to stop.
probably.
We could all head home.
Yeah.
I can see how many Fresno Nightcrawlers I have again. Oh, I have a question. At this point, would Sheena have her haven?
We could, well, an entire day just passed, so we can say Sheena went and got that haven, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
But even more reason to have our guest star come back.
Yeah.
Are we not gonna all go home and then do stuff?
Yeah, let's all go home and we will deal with the repercussions of that, but I don't think we're going to roll nightmares again because nightmares 2 times in a session would be maybe bad.
But I need to roll Fresno Nightcrawlers.
Yeah, you need to roll the Fresno Nightcrawlers move. This is going to be a treat for Justin. Okay.
So now I'm going to my new house.
Yeah, Hive Mind, when you return to Leggy, roll minus the number of Nightcrawlers. Also, subtract a 1 or a 2 based on how long Leggy was left alone. How many Nightcrawlers do you have at this point?
Wasn't it 11?
11, yeah.
Okay. So roll minus 13.
Oh yeah, because we left
Goodness.
Leggy alone for an actual day.
This is-
Jamie, you're getting a negative no matter what. Just
Yeah, I'm gonna see anyway, though. See if, like, it's worse if I get even lower. Minus 13?
Yeah, minus 13.
Oof. Negative 4.
Okay. So, you now have 15 Fresno Nightcrawlers. When you first return to your apartment, you don't see any Fresno Nightcrawlers outside, and you're like, oh, that's a good sign. And you walk up the stairs, and you open the door to your apartment, and you come in, and the apartment is trashed. cushions are ripped somehow. The TVs has been knocked over. Everything is in some ruin or chaos. It has been absolutely destroyed. There are muddy footprints all over somehow, and they're all running around and bumping into each other, and there's and they're just smacking into each other, and just thud, thud, and then they'll fall over, and then they'll screech, and then roll, and then get up and start running again. And in all the chaos, you're like counting them. You're like doing a quick count. You've named some of them, and you just pick out there's now another 4, and you're like, how did they get in here? And everything is covered in mud. There's muddy footprints over everything.
Is like the vent in the ceiling open or something?
Nope.
How? Is there a hole in the wall?
You deduce that the new ones might have snuck in, walked upstairs, stacked on top of each other, and then used their feet to open the door, come in, and then close it.
They aren't that short, so, like, you only really need a couple to stack on top
I
of
mean,
each
they're
other.
not very smart either, so they have to, like,
Yeah.
do some weird stack maneuver.
We've talked about how the Fresno Nightcrawlers have a hive mind, and how, if given enough time and enough of them working together,
Yeah.
they can actually be a pretty sizable threat. We get a montage of you, like, moving them out of the apartment and moving them into the house that you now own because you ate the previous owner.
Do you borrow my truck for that?
I imagine you have to.
Yeah, I pile all 15 of them into your truck, and they're just kind of squeaking. We put a tarp over them and, like, put bungee cords over them to strap them down into the back.
Okay. Luke, while you were sleeping, you were going to gain another corruption point
Oh, no.
for strange reasons unknown.
Where do I put that? I don't.
I'm keeping track of it, but it's also on the mission tracker.
So do I change from despair?
No, I'm about to actually talk about that.
Yeah.
Finley, you are already despondent, and then you failed a roll. So I'm going to move you towards the next one,
Alright.
which is it's right now depressed, but I think I'm going to change that to maybe devoid. And Sheena, you also no, you didn't. Luke, your despair is now at despondent, by the way, and you have corruption too.
Okay, I put that for despondent +1.
Yeah, and Sheena is still only at despair, and Seneca, you're doing a-okay.
That's right.
Oh yeah, Jamie, I don't think you explained Sheena's Haven thing.
Nope.
Yeah. If you would like to go over that before I give the closing scene.
Yes. So, Sheena has decided that an apartment that has a no pets rule is probably not the best place to keep 15 Fresno Nightcrawlers. So, she has decided to look into possible places to live, and she remembered that she ate someone. So, she decided to look into that person's history and living quarters, and found that he is an old man who lives alone. And so she is moving in, pretending to be either his great-granddaughter or his
Just
daughter.
granddaughter. He wasn't that old.
Yeah, I meant granddaughter, not great-granddaughter.
No, I
Okay.
think daughter, actually. We said he was, just daughter,
Yeah, he's
actually,
not too
I think
old.
would work best. Yeah.
And your Haven has tags, right?
Yes.
What tags
So-
did you choose for your Haven?
She's been doing some stuff to make it safer because she knows that Fresno Nightcrawlers can be a hassle and probably attract some attention. So, my Haven has protection spells. Your Haven is safe for monsters. They cannot enter. Monsters might be able to do something special to evade the wards, but not easily. It also has a panic room. This has essential supplies and is protected by normal and mystical means. You can hide out there for a few days, safe from pretty much anything. And then also, because witchy stuff, she has a magical laboratory, or laboratory, however you want to pronounce it. You have a mystical lab with all kinds of weird ingredients and tools useful for casting spells.
Okay.
Nice.
I have a house now.
You do have a house now.
Wonderful.
I'll ask
Okay.
more about Finley's level up after you do the end scene.
Same.
Yeah. Okay, so we get this zooming out scene of the town Eden's Grove, and as we do, we get a montage of everyone. We see Finley alone in their apartment, maybe with some weapons laid out, thinking about how they're going to go about killing the beast so that they can go kill Puck and free the real Finley. We see Sheena in their new house, with this swarm of Fresno Nightcrawlers all moving in unison from room to room with a surprising amount of accuracy and precision. We see Luke passed out and asleep in their bed, and we see Carmilla sitting at the foot of their bed, watching them and reading a book. We get a shot of Adam and Percy from the bookstore affixing a new door. And we see Percy has brought a list of books on magic, particularly necromancy, to Adam, their teacher. And we get a scene of Seneca sitting outside of the bar late at night, just sitting there watching the street, protecting their young ward as they sleep, probably undisturbed upstairs. And then we get a scene of across the street on the rooftop from across the street of the Red Wine Lounge. And there's nothing there, and the camera starts to rotate. And we see one of the crooked monsters from the forest from earlier. I mentioned before how they're two-dimensional, and so from a certain angle, they're just too thin of a line to see. And so they just stood facing a different direction and slowly followed you from the woods to town. And from the town to the Red Wine Lounge. And we see it tighten its grip on a flail made out of bones and eyes and tentacles that are slowly weaving its way into its shadow-like form. And we see some eyes open up on its head.
Hey Mark Experience audience, and welcome to the end credits. Thank you so much for listening to our show. If you want to see MXP art and laugh at the dumb jokes we make about our own show, you can find us on Tumblr at tumblr.com/blog/markexperience. If you like the music, you can buy it all at markexperience.bandcamp.com. And we also have merch at redbubble/people/mark-experience, where you can buy posters and shirts and stickers. If you want to donate so that we can create more content, you can head over to our Ko-fi account at ko-fi.com/Jamie Remy. That's spelled JAMIEREMY. That's my name. You can find this podcast on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and Stitcher, so listen wherever is easiest. Have fun browsing, and we'll see you next time.